Hello, what's up guys? This is Jouni Juurela back again from Floorball Made Simple, and today we're talking about passing readiness. And this might be actually the best video so far, so especially if you're a player, please watch this full video through, because we're going to talk about that you need to be a threat every single time when you carry the ball in the field. This is gonna be some good stuff. And there will be a bunch of videos from F-League playoffs this season later on in the video, but I need to say a few words about sharing our videos. You have been sharing the videos very well, but we would like to get even more subscribers. So, how could you contribute on that so we could get even more eyes on our content? It is important for the improvement of floorball right there where you live. So, if one subscribes to this channel, they'll remember that this channel exists and they get back on watching our content. And the mates of yours, your colleagues, your teammates or so, they will gain more knowledge on floorball even faster because this is good content. If you're a player and you can get a couple of your teammates to watch the videos, you get more skilled people around you in a fast pace. And thus you will benefit as well more from that. When your teammates improve faster, you will get better passes, you will get better scoring chances, and so try to convince your teammates to subscribe this channel. If you're a coach, share these videos to your players and get them to subscribe, because more they watch this similar kind of content on their own, more they will get input and improve even faster on floorball. And if you're a coach in a club or an official in a club, if you share these in your club and get more people from your club to subscribe this channel, the people will start to learn more on their spare time, which is a key factor on improving on floorball. And even though your young players or so would not understand English well, videos like this have way high level of video content as well from the clips in the F-League games, so they will learn just by looking at those. So please, let's get more subscribers, and because we need more subscribers, because YouTube likes the channels where there are more subscribers, and by so we are able to create even better content to you, dear subscribers and viewers. So that's for the mandatory sellout, but now to the content of the video. What we mean by the passing readiness, it means that you need to have always some sort of intention on your mind when you are carrying the ball in the field. So you are not only carrying the ball only for the sake to carry it. Every time you're carrying the ball, you're preparing for the next progressive action. And by progressive action, we mean an action that will progress the game and get you more close, moving towards opposing team's goal and getting a goal scoring chance. Carrying the ball can be a good way to lure the opponents into some direction, but you will still have to have on your mind the next moment. What you're going to do next, where are you going to play the ball next? But always you need to have the future in your mind. What will be the next choice of you? And you will need to be able to scan towards the future when you have the ball and when you are without the ball as well. So always keep the future and the next moments upcoming in your mind. And then to the key message of this video, look like a threat when you're carrying the ball and be able to shift the ball fast into the right position. Into the right position regarding on what you are going to do next. So for that reason, you need to have on your mind what are you going to do next, so you can shift the ball right away into position that fits that choice. There are many ways on how you can look like a passing threat when you are carrying the ball or when you are in the ball, but simply when you carry, hold the ball in a position where it is easy and fast to shift it directly into the passing position. So when you are shifting the ball to the passing position, there shouldn't be any more useless or unnecessary dribbles and fibbles with the ball. You just directly, in a fast manner, shift the ball to the position where the pass will take off. This creates the passing readiness, and you will have to have that passing readiness on from as soon as possible and maintain it for as long as possible. And more ready you are to pass in each moment, most likely you will be able to perform those passes. If you are shifting the ball slowly to the passing readiness, it is most likely that the passing space and angles and time windows will disappear. If you do that faster and are ready to pass in each moment, you have more possibilities in the field. You can look like a threat when the ball is shielded behind your body through an outsweeper or through a old school passing motion. What I mean by that, in today's floorball, it is trendy and fancy and sexy to always play those passes through the outsweeper, but that is not the only way. Those basic passes that are being played in front of your body, and then you pass it there, I call those the old schools. And there is of course time and place for those passes as well. You cannot play every pass through the outsweeper, trendy and fancy way. And you can also pass with a one-handed and two-handed backhand, so whatever the solution for the carrying motion is, you need to be able to look like a passing threat and pass from each of those positions. And every time you shift the positioning of the ball, because you will have to shift it through carrying in the field, be prepared to pass from that new position where the ball is placed as well. And hidden choices, those trendy, fancy and sexy outsweeper drives and passing through that, are a great way on freeing up totally free shooting spaces and places for your teammates. And the ball carrying side and the directions where you're carrying the ball relate to the passing readiness quite much, because if you are only carrying in a way and direction that is pointed in the left hand side in this slide, in that left picture, if you're only carrying the ball through the side flanks forward, your angle of vision, what you see, will be smaller and you're able to see only the angles that probably do not progress that much on scoring. There's time and place for those as well, but if you are able to carry the ball from the outside flank to the central line of the field, your angle will be way wider and you will see better passing options that are nearer to the opponent's goal. The angle is wider and you have more possibilities to pass. So the middle angle or the middle line in the field is that field or line drawn in the middle of the picture, and if you are able to drive towards that as much as possible, you will have better passing options and solutions available for you. But as a side note, this is a little bit of nitpicking, but if the opponent is playing a 1-2-2 formation with only one forward pressing, it might not be clever to drive inside. You need to take into account how the opponent is forechecking. But if there is space in the forecheck to drive to the central lane, of course, that creates better passing angles. Okay, the last slide before the video clips. Once you have found the bigger angles, once you have been able to carry the ball from the outside flanks towards the central line, then the more precise details and skillful actions are emphasized. Your ability to maintain passing readiness while you're moving to that angle gets emphasized even more. If you can keep the passing readiness on throughout the whole movement and pass in any part of that carry, you are way harder to forecheck and defend against. By that I mean, if you only are driving towards the center line with that robotic motion and never looking like a passing threat when you're doing so, it is way easier to hit the pressure on you. If you are unpredictable and you are able to drive to the center and look like a threat constantly, it's way harder to get you into any difficulties. Your ability to shift the ball from harder positions into passing readiness and quickness on how you can do that will give you a competitive edge on the field. And if you can go to those better passing angles, that gives you a better chance of scanning the field. You can scan wider spaces and angles in the field, and that will help you out on making and picking up those passing solutions. And this frozen picture emphasized the role of scanning. As you could see, the blue team player did scan 2 times towards the next spaces before even getting the first pass. And then he was doing 1 or 2 scans while he was carrying the ball. So there was a huge level of intention and cleverness in his playing. So watch this again, how he scans before even receiving the ball to know where the spaces are. And here come the hidden passes from shielding, so-called outsweeper passes. And these are very common in floorball, and you will need to be able to pass from this outsweeper motion as well. Emphasize the word from motion. And as we saw, these outsweeper passes can be sometimes a very good way to trick the defenders and the goalie to think that an outsweeper shot is coming. See the slow motion of the clip, how the player is able to fool the defense by that shooting threat, but then pass the hidden pass. In some situations, these old school or regular passes are way faster to pass than those outsweeper ones, and in some parts of the field these are better because the pass will not spin as much as passing from the outsweeper, so utilize these as well. If you can be as unpredictable as Mr. Mäkinen here in the blue shirt, it is really hard to predict when the pass is coming or what the player is doing. So focus on these clips of looking at where the ball is positioned and how the players are able to pass from various positionings. That good old backhand side pass can never be overlooked either, so try to look as much as passing threat and be ready to pass even if you would have the ball positioned in a two-handed or one-handed backhand grip. And if somebody has been wondering why is that guy so nuts on using the tip of the blade, this is why. Because this is a great opportunity to transfer and shift the ball with a quick manner into the passing position. And many top level players are doing this at the moment with a remarkable skill level. So try to learn to use the tip of the blade to get that passing readiness on. This game opening will not in this clip lead to anything progressive, but look how low those lowest players are positioned in the field. If you are opening the game from low enough level on the field, you will have more space on the outside flanks and wide side pockets. If you go directly to the same height on the field where the forecheck's first line is positioned, you will decrease your own space on the field. So sometimes it is good to keep the distance to the forecheckers. In these following clips, you will see situations where the players are driving with the ball towards that central line that we draw in the picture earlier in the slide. Somebody might be thinking that these guys are only playing their team play and they have agreed some ways how to control the spaces and create more space to the wide side pockets. Yes, of course, they have. But sometimes the top level players are driving with the ball towards the center line only to look to those bigger angles to pass from. So it's sort of a way to get a better look at the game, to see more of the game.
Anna katkon paikka, niin saattaa aika nopsaa soida sit omissa, että semmoinen pallollinen huolellisuus myös korostuu KRP:n ykkösellä. Toki samalla pitää uskaltaa pelata.
Ja Maltila pidetään. Sitten Laakso auttamassa Mäkiselle. Mäkinen. Ahola. Laakso. Kovanen. Ja
Taranta siinä ylimpänä Classic-miehenä. Markkila tullut nyt pohjaan hänelle itselleen ehkä hieman tutummalle paikalle toimittamaan sinne
seuraavaa. Otantaa 11.19 kelloon. Saatiin kunnes tähän sarjaan on avattu maalit. Hemerkka pallossa.
Remember when we were talking earlier about that, if you drive towards the center line, you are able to find better passing solutions. And here in this clip, Mr. Mäkinen again is finding a big vertical pass and deep pass to the opponent's goal and is able to pick up a totally free player. If he would have remained only in the outside flanks, he would have never found that. Here you see Niko Jonaesson, Nokia KRP's player, how he is able to shift the ball into different directions and different positions and take a quick look again to the field. So top players are very good on shifting the ball and moving it around and turning their body as well to take the better looks at the open field, and this is phenomenal skill from him. And hey, that was our video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends to subscribe to this channel. And I have one question for you that you can reply in the comment section down below. What's your best passing style? What's the strongest passing style that you can benefit the most your teammates and your team? Thank you.